I'm a little bit tired. It's later at night, and I've had a long day. But it's not going to stop me from capturing this gameplay, this episode, as I continue my duties over here and in cat sitting. So my cat sitting duties continue. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to capture another gameplay for you and try to stay ahead of schedule. It really helps me to record as many gameplays in advance to stay ahead of schedule. Are we a 1-1? I don't even know what the series is. I was literally just in the main menu screen before I jumped into this game, and I should know what the series score is. I thought Columbus won the first game in OT. We won the last game, and it wasn't a particularly close game. I'm going to try to move that puck up the boards, but however, it failed. Max Pacioretty. Severson is attempting to not knock this puck down. I've kind of chased this guy up the boards. I'm on whoever that was. I believe that was Kirby Reichel as I refamiliarize myself with the Blue Jackets. We've got an own block on the puck out of play. Oliver Bjorkstrand leading the Blue Jackets in scoring for the playoffs. The second line of the Canadiens reaching the ice surface. Salitura wins that faceoff back for a quick booming shot from the blue line. Jackets eager to test Zachary Fucale early in this game. We have yet to have a clean offensive possession in the Columbus zone. Niederreiter shoves that puck further back in. We should have gotten up there on the forward. There we go. Matthew Shane, and just feed it back down low. We just got to get our inside positioning on these pucks. There we go. Duchesne creates a turnover. It's now for Niederreiter, and it was not there for very long either for Nino Niederreiter. Dropped along for Savard through neutral territory. Brought along by Boone Jenner, one of the coolest names in the NHL, if you ask me, especially that. And it's a goal. It's a weak one. Sally Turo, the centerman. I didn't mean to skip that. Well, we don't get a replay, and that was not on purpose. My thumb was over the X button, and I just put a little too much pressure down. We don't need to see that goal again. That's a center. That's a bad play by Ronning. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ronning. Yeah, we're not on our best game to start this one. Fucale's going to want that one back. I know it went 5-hole. I'm dropping this right here at the blue. Ming is on this puck. We're going to cut back. Ronning's available. It will kick, deflect right to Crosby, but Dansk had better ideas than number 87 does. You don't deserve to even look at Sidney Crosby, much less touch the man. He has been lit aflame in this playoffs. He is as hot as anyone can be. I actually should have kept that line on the ice with this attacking faceoff, but we'll see what Louis LeBlanc's group can do now with a chance to begin this possession in the Columbus end of the rink. So a slow start for our team. We're no strangers to slow starts in these playoff games. It's not the end of the world. It's a brutal goal for Fucale to give up. You just can't afford to get beat from the point 5-hole like that. Nice block by Stromwall. He's all about the team, and that's why he is in the lineup full time for this playoff run, unless his performances can at any point really disappoint. But if you do little things like that, like block shots and get in lanes, I'm gonna try to funnel that back in. That was actually supposed to go behind the net. There's no harm in putting it on the net though, and now I can get Sid's first line on the ice. We're going to go to an aggressive approach offensively. It's all Canadiens on that hits list, the top 5 in hits in the NHL. We bring the physical boom. I mean, if you just skate in the body checks all night long, you're just asking for it, and you're going to pump up the numbers for my defense. All those guys on my blue line, they're looking to hunt. And they are going in for the kills. So will Chris Begris. He gets just a tiny piece. Now Burns against, I'm not sure who this is for Columbus down there in the corner. 59. Martin shot from the point. Fucale is on that. So he actually had a save on that one. What a hard pass from Ming. And we can drop it, but Crosby didn't read me. He was nowhere near me. I don't know why I went for a drop pass. Bodker's shot has been interrupted. Both guys chasing Bodker. That would be Crosby and Brent Burns. Still can't believe I'm saying that those two names are on the same team. Crosby's got to dish this out to center ice. Pacioretty, that's one move. Inside out, he's going to show him the puck and then just take it right away. Nice play by Pacioretty. I'm just grind a shift here. Tried to against Murray. That's a bad turnover. Could be costly. Puck's there. It's still there. I'm getting into the corner. Ryan Kujwenski Draw a penalty if you have to. Salituro on it, the goal scorer for the Jackets in this game. There's a nice play on Bjorkstrand. That puck's just got to be sent back in. Preferably that one should have been on the net. It's just a slow start for the Canadiens right now. We will, at some point, I believe, get it together in this game. That puck should have been ours. It'll be up for Reichel. He's going to be forced to dump in with a good play by Larry Ronning. Outlet to the wing for Niederreiter. His windmill is rejected by Murray's great defense. Niederreiter pokes it away from Hackett, or Hacker, or whatever his name is. I thought it was Hacker, right? What an appropriate name. Shot blocked. Stromwall. I don't know what happened. Stromwall's shot was way across the rink. D for Hedman. He eventually collects this one. We're going to send that straight ahead, but Niederreiter's going to go on a change. Not an icing. I kind of believe that that would be an icing for a moment, but it didn't have quite enough juice on it. And speaking of juice, there was a nice body check at the neutral territory. That's not an icing against Columbus. Maybe it really wasn't one. What a nice move that was by Kamayev. I'm going to kick that wide. LeBlanc is on that. One deke to get around. Hand it off for Stromwall. He's going to pull up. No time, no space. Yeah, that's such is the way that Columbus is defending. They've made a beautiful adjustment to our play style. That's a stick save for Zach Fucale. Puck is laying there for Malte Stromwall, looking for a teammate to help him out. Oh, those are dangerous moves by Brent Burns. And I'm gonna just, I don't know what I'm doing with it. We're offside. Oh, sorry that we're just so sloppy to begin the game. I know it's borderline unwatchable. I'm gonna give Crosby a lot of minutes in this game. He's had sequences. That's actually not a stick save. It was a blocker save, and I stand corrected. There's been sequences in this series where Sidney Crosby, remember was it the last game where we had we had like 6 minutes or so, however many penalties we had in a row. And Crosby was not originally on the penalty kill, but I put him on the penalty kill because he was just not getting, number one, any ice time. And Sid's been one of the most effective players on this team. What a chance that was, and a huge save again by Fucale. This will not stand. We can't play like this and expect to win the game. We're not playing to lose. We're not playing to win. I don't even know that we're playing at all to begin right now. Favoda, I'm looking for my help. Send it down low and then hope that someone gets there first for the Canadiens. All right, back up top, banked. D. That is onside. Severson with a rebound. Well, that'll be all that is seen from that shot from Severson as it was cleaned up by Salituro. The Jackets going the other way. Salituro, and it's a back-to-back pass on a 2-on-1. I don't know what we're doing. The defensive breakdowns have been too many. Wait, I'm pulling back the forecheck. I don't know what's wrong with our team. The bias toward the forecheck, the defensive strategies, all coming back to haunt us right now. Stagger D. Puck side attack, I think we're going to try puck side attack. High pressure D is just not working for this team in this playoff run. It's a really aggressive way to play the game. We've also been overthinking it a lot. There's a goal. Ryan Kujawenski has tied the game off the rush at 1-1. Right past Oscar Dance, two defenders backing off. You cannot give this guy that much time and space. Pump fake with a couple of leg kicks, and then eventually he shoots it with a surprising release. Zajac and Brillin back on the D. And they did not help their goaltender out much on that rush play. Someone's got to step up on the shooter. There's two men back. You need to take all that time and space away from the shooter, but I'm certainly glad they did not take time and space away from the famed Ryan Kujawenski on this team. Begris is handling it now. Niederreiter plays keep way back for Begris. It eventually got there. Burns. He's going to have to walk the fine line that is the blue line. He could not do so. The Jackets will send it back in 200 feet away from their own net. We're going to get it right up there. That's for Ryan Kujawenski. He was tattooed by Martin as it is flung back in on Zachary Fucale. Duchesne gets it, kicks it wide. Niederreiter. He's going to drag it. There's a leg kick. Trying to take a page out of this man's book, Ryan Kujawenski, who just scored the goal. D for Hedman. Quick shot, but it'll be rejected by the block and the leg of Boone Jenner, who dumps it now into the cross corner. Severson, help from Hedman with a forechecking presence from Columbus. So now we're going to dump it in, and we're going to get to our forechecking presence. Stromwall, the puck bounced from behind the net and back out in front. If you position yourself correctly, you could have got to that. But I can't really blame the forechecker in Stromwall. He did a lot right. He didn't do anything necessarily wrong on that sequence. Watch that high slot area, and now watch the point. It's going to the point. It may never actually get to the point. Oh my God, that's the worst place that puck could go. At least Hedman had the right frame of mind to get that puck out. Skate to stick, deke. We're doing a little too much. Stromwall sends it back behind the net on a rim around play. The breakout is happening now for Columbus. They've found a way to beat that forecheck. They've got quick puck movement. Their hacker dumped in. Sidney Crosby head up, and he tried. He's in a supreme battle as that puck does escape the zone ever so slightly with 6.9 to go in the period. Crosby doing everything he can to get that puck beyond the defensive blue line. Martin with a big tattooing collision against, I believe that was Ryan Kujawenski, trying to send the message after Kuju scored the goal earlier in this game. We're probably not going to see another goal for this period. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Maybe we will. I'm going to dive. Should I have done that? If I took a penalty, I'd be really upset at myself and at Vavoda for being unable to avoid the skates of the man getting back after that puck for Columbus. Both teams have scored in this game. We will eventually. There's the goal from Salituro. He may have deflected it. That's a block by Stromwall. That's a blocker save by Fucali. A post hit by Columbus. And then the 1-on-2 from Ryan Kujawenski. He just showed his hand a couple of times, and maybe with the fakes, gets the goaltender to bite. We only got 3 shots. We gave up 10. The 10 shots is not a surprise. The 3 is a little bit of a surprise to me. I believe that we had so few shots because we really were legitimately that patient with the puck in that period. We're not I don't want to force anything, but at some point, the puck does need to get more frequently to the net. And it's got to hit the net if you're Hedman there. That'll be outside. And I would just keep those guys on the ice. As that stat screen immediately disappeared, will we keep Hedman? We do. First pair, first line, all on the ice. At least for the Canadiens, Salituro is on the draw, and he loses it to the better man, Sidney Crosby. So that one's got to hit the net. Oh my God, that's a tough play for Sid, but he's going to make it work. There's another block shot. Look how quickly Sid chases it down and wins the race. Mind you, Sid is like 37 years old. Look at this. Sid from the goal line. He's still dangerous from right there. Sid is so unbelievable. Cycle play with Pacioretty. I tried to pass it back to Crosby. It was just a little bit of a slight rejection from Columbus. Well done. Get the frick off me. I don't even know who you are, 89, but get off me. Never show your face around my face again. Sorry, Sid, I'm just deking around you. Ming pulling it back and dragging. I don't know if that reached the net. Crosby trying to draw them in. Shot. Goal! Max Pacioretty. I'm telling you, this first line, this is why you're patient with it. You just let Sid get out there. You let these guys do their thing, and they will make magic happen on the ice. That was a clean pass D to D. Everything about that was really nice. The puck movement going from the strong side. The shot comes, I guess you could say, from the weak side defenseman, Begris. There's a deflection. It's perfectly low to the ice for Max Pacioretty as it rides up the stick blade off the ice surface into the top corner of the net. Canadiens scores for the second time in the game. We can ring Lebu off. I'm looking for what my Burns. Over. Should have passed it, but I was a little late. It was a little tough with that pass. I was perhaps just a touch late making my decision to pass that puck. I pressed the pass button, but by then it was just too late for Brent Burns. Have we milked out an icing? We haven't. So Kujawenski's going to get that speed on yo. Okay. Oh my God, I almost did it. I almost did it right around Zajac. That would have been nice. No, you don't. That's going to be blocked down. Find it. Scooped up by Fucali. The game gave me a quick whistle. Oh, man, those possessions where you're trying to defend these guys off the rush, you feel like you've angled off the attacking player, which is what I felt I did with the defenseman. Shanahan's going to get a chance on net despite that. I felt like I really did a decent job with Chris Begris of angling him off, if you know what I'm saying. I had inside positioning, so I kept him to the outside with my shoulder. He was to the outside of Begris' shoulders. And it was still not enough. He still got a chance on the net. So dropped, but that was a sloppy drop pass, and I had to just kind of give up on that play or take the offside, which might have been the smarter move here, as they're going to dump it in, and we got two defensemen who can't communicate who's going to go back and get this puck. They hit the crossbar behind Fucale. Out of play? No, it's not out of play. That was blocked, by the way, by this man right here, Tori Reinprecht. Is it Tori? Well, that was an interesting windmill move. Go get it back and just sling it. Keep it in the zone. You got to give your forechecking teammates a chance. We do. Dansk would be smart to take the face-off. When we just get that forecheck just right, it's so satisfying. I had a stick on the ice at the right point in time there. This is the crossbar that they hit. Made a mistake because we would have had this puck number one, but both defensemen went back to get it, and then both defensemen aborted getting to the puck first. Do you think I'll get canceled for saying the word aborted on here? Do you think I'll get canceled for saying that word? But they did. They totally went mission abort on getting that puck. You can't, both defensemen cannot go back to get the puck at the same time, and then just go, you know what? No, you, sir, after me. No, you after me. Someone has to get the puck back. Communication skills. And that communication breakdown almost cost us a goal. So Duchesne's on this first. He's on there first. I'm not going to complain. I had it. Every play is just so fine. When you get those turnovers, it's a fine margin. All right, so pick it up there, Hedman. I'm going to bank this off an angle. Right to okay. He was smothered by number 45. That is technically going to be offside as it touched one of our players in the attacking zone on the forecheck. Kujawenski definitely got the brunt end of some contact in the neutral territory. It was so weird because the puck was slow. It was behind him like the whole time. So Burns, you got to just lay that guy out. That's a good play there, Burns. And he did it cleanly. LeBlanc looking for my breakout. Now I'm going to go rink wide. All right, Strommel. Okay. Looking for the point guy. Burns. Nope. Yeah, you're not going to knock Burns off of his feet. Shoot, Burns. Walked. And it's Burns, so you know... Oh, what a terrible change. It's Burns, so you know it's a heavy shot. That was a good stick lift, despite the fact that you kind of were winning that race and then ultimately lost the race. Kamayev pick it up. There it is, LeBlanc. Inside out. I'm going to deke around this guy. Still got the puck. Find it, LeBlanc. You would have had the goal of the century. That might be an exaggeration, but that would have been still pretty unreal if he stayed with that, scored the goal. Severson again. We're not quite having legs to these pucks, but if anyone does... Where is he? You don't hit... You got to step up for Sid. You have for that. That's not acceptable. All right, I should be able to throw a couple of punches here. He's down. He's down. Way to step up for Sid's honor. Sid should tap his stick on the ice several times for that. He was in a really tough position when he... Look at this. Oh, head off the boards. His head hit the boards. That was brutal. How does Sid not have an injury or a concussion from that? That was a tough play because he got it, and as soon as he touched it, he's taking the face-off. He's taking the ensuing face-off after the fight. What a tough guy. And he won it. He won it as well. Don't piss off Sidney Crosby. All right, I'm going to go with Sidney Crosby, Asian man right here. That was not a good deke. It looked good. It looked like it was going to be good at first as well. Oh, my God. White ice save from Zach Fucale all the way out there, several feet outside the blue paint. This game's getting chippy. Look at Brent Burns. He doesn't like the Blue Jackets. He doesn't like any of the Blue Jackets. He saw what they did to Crosby. You don't touch my Sidney Crosby. Especially like that. I never finished my sentence about that play. I mean, it was a tough play for Crosby. As soon as he got it, there was just nothing you could do. They were headhunting the whole way for that body check. I mean, I guess, was it... Oh, God, who hit him? I don't even know. Whoever was involved in that fight hit him, didn't he? That's just retribution. That's a retribution hit for Sidney Crosby. All right, drive to net, Duchesne. He's got the idea. Kujawenski just forced it high and off the glass. Look at Duchesne and Kujawenski. They're working. Step up. Forney, you're a dead man walking. Forney's been put into the bench. That was all the way up at the top of the screen. Look at how aggressive we're playing these guys with their sticks. There's a save from Fucali. Roning's taking a penalty, but he's hitting everything in sight. This game's getting really physical, really chippy, and really quick. We gotta block it. We gotta try to touch it at some point. Ben Messier does get the touch. So I gotta appreciate that he just put someone in the bench. Forney, I think it was, and now he's trying to win a box out. He went a little too far with that box out. Did Larry Ronning. He'll be punished and penalized for that. Maybe I should put Sidney Crosby back on the penalty kill. He was pretty elite at killing penalties in the last game or whenever he was on that penalty kill. Just got it out to center ice with that poke check. I got this side with Su Kai Ming, or you got that side, Bavoda. I was on that. Oh, that's tough for Fucali. I kind of swept it into him with my poke check. I'm going to give him one slash, and I'm not getting involved in too much more outside of that. These two teams really learning to hate each other. We're 3 games in now. And you got to ask yourself, how much longer will the after the whistle shenanigans go? 1 shot in the period, 4 shots total for the game. But 2 of them finding the back of the net. That's the kind of game this is. This is yours, Vavoda. It's your turn. Vavoda turns it inside out. Shoot. And Begris will pull it back. I can't get it over there. Ryan Preck, that's a bad play. Begris, know the situation, Begris. They missed the net. That's a huge break that they missed it. They didn't miss that one. Salaturo's chance. Goal. Tie game. Salaturo, multi-goal game. Where are these shots beating you, Zach Fucali? Where did this go? The centerman. Both of his shots have been kind of perimeter-based. Oh, it deflected it again. I think the first shot, I never got a replay of the first goal that they scored because I skipped it on accident. Remember that, but I know that the first goal that went in, it was a point shot. I'm pretty sure that he deflected it. He's the center for the Jackets. And that one he definitely deflected. We know for a fact he deflected it because the initial shot was taken by someone else. Nice play, Burn. That was kind of a clotheslining play, but you know, the things that they did to Sidney Crosby, every hit is in play for me. I mean, I know that the simple answer for this team, I would be careful playing that if I was you, trying to negate the icing. The simple answer for us is we need to get more pucks on the net, but we need to give ourselves a chance to get pucks on the net. And we need bodies in the attacking zone as well. We've done a poor job at getting bodies in the attacking zone. We don't have a recipe. Second time in the game they've got. I can't go for a fight right there, but I wanted to for Kujawinski. I'm really trying to handle it around these D, and I'm getting pissed off. I'm just getting pissed off. I can't get around the defense. I don't know if we just need to simplify by dumping it in, but having 4 shots in the game is just laughable. 4 shots on goal. I've never been shut down like this before in a game, and we got 2 goals. That's a 50%. That's 50% success on offense. Go for it, Bavoda. Now, this is one of those where you drag across the middle, protect it around them, and we just got to shoot one on. And they're just not. First of all, Vavoda killed his speed. Oh, that's it. Are you kidding me? We should have hit Ming with that pass. No. And we're out of position. My forwards are both out. So, Ronning, you have a mission to destroy. I mean, he's already achieved that mission a few times in this game. Get out of my way. Way to be on that, Vavoda. So I'm going to dump this on their goaltender. It's not on net. It's not on net. In fact, it helps out their breakout. Bodker dumps it in. Severson pokes it free. I didn't think he was going to come away with that. Severson back for Duchesne. We're going to wind this up through center ice. So Duchesne with a little bit of speed. That was a nice move by Matt Duchesne, but he kind of coasted away from it. It's been a tough game to get offense. It's been something else, and we've been our own worst enemy in many ways. We have created our own problems offensively in this game. Salaturo, I don't think so. No more deflections for you, sir. Might have to chop that guy's hands off and with an ungodly slash because he's been deflecting pucks like a maniac in this game. All right, Duchesne, between the two, shoot. Oh my God, Duchesne almost scored on that. That'll be the 5th shot on goal of the game for the Canadiens with 1:38. Yeah, sure, give it to the third line. Give a shift to the third line. Ronning, stay out of the box. He didn't take a penalty here. I need that from Ronning. I need it. Oh, Eagle, man. Remember when Eagle was a company? My God. That's a throwback. Oh, my God. When you are blocking my shots, you can't generate more than 5 shots on net if you block them all. Ronning's playing physical. My team as a whole is playing pretty physical, but so are they. They've gotten their stapling hits in there too. That's blocked again, so shots are just not getting to the net. And I just tried to get that puck back, end up taking a penalty. Can we win this game with like sub 10 shots on goal and 1 million penalty minutes? This wasn't really, I don't think this is what we had in mind strategically when we came into this game. When the puck dropped tonight, that was not part of the plan. All right, we just got to go as a unit here, these 3 guys, and I just got to shoot it. That's blocked again. Man, Columbus is just doing a great job blocking shots. They are doing a good job of blocking the most nonsensical shots. That'll be an icing. And we needed that icing. So, win the face-off, get a quick shot. If it's a wrister, we just need to get one on net. That's a shot on net and a save. You just got to mark this guy. Salaturo, mark him. Does that count as a shot on goal? I don't know. It's not a goal. It's a save by Fucale. If it counts as 1. We are going into the third. Deadlocked at 2 on the scoreboard. The Canadiens have generated about all of 6 shots on goal tonight. That is how dire the offense has been. It's gotten physical at times. This has been probably the chippiest game of the whole series, for sure, with a big hit included on Sidney Crosby in that second period. 22 shots for Columbus to our 6 is about the most laughable difference in shot total, shot volume I have ever seen in a GM mode episode. It's crazy to be on the side of it that has 6 shots. I remember when we held like Boston to very few shots in a game in one of those rounds, one of those years. So I'm just going back to the point, and I'm going to walk here, and I'm just going to flub it down. Thanks, Duchesne. Mishandled puck. They did a clean, legal stick lift, and I'm getting legal poke checks in here. Okay, that's a penalty. That's big. That'll put us at 4-on-4. It would be the first power play of the night for the Canadiens. I almost said Columbus. Columbus has had plenty of power plays. They've had more, and it's Salaturo as well, so he can't hurt us now. He will not hurt Dante Salaturo. You can't hurt us from the penalty box. You cry in your box of shame, sir. Burns, set it up. Okay, I need shots on goal, and that's a good start. Ming, goodness gracious, Burns. I'm just trying to pass it back to you. Oh my God, what is Brent Burns doing? He might draw another. Might draw another penalty. I didn't mean to saucer that. That was an accident. I had my finger on the exact wrong button. Dump in on goal by Horkop. I'm just gonna. I'll just shoot it on Fucale. Why not? Yeah, we can't get a shot on goal against Oscar Dance, but we can shoot it on Fucale. Out of your mind, Sukai Ming. Nice play there by Duchesne. That was the end of that. We kind of got twisted up in a pretzel between the two Columbus Blue Jackets players there on that possession. All right, I'm going to do my cut across the middle. Now I'm going to cut back inside the blue line. Get open. Kujawenski had the shot. It's there. It was still available. Cleared by Martin. How much time left on the power play? Hustle. Yeah, this power play is not going to score, and that is acceptable. It was a very abbreviated one. Kick it and get it, Hedman. Oh, my God. Nope, I just got to wrist it. Blocked again. Falls right to Kujawenski. Back at the point. I'm passing it. Messier, low to the ice. We got a shot on goal. Back up top, now back down low. Kujawenski off the skates. Intended for Hedman, but Hedman was nowhere near. No, you don't, Salaturo. I poked it off of him, and I'm going to have to do it again. Oh, my God, he almost set up a goal in front. LeBlanc, half spin. Over to Max Pacioretty. There's a deke into some space. Down low for Stromwall. I thought that was LeBlanc. My eyes were not paying any attention. All right, nice forecheck. I was so focused on how good that play was looking. Now there's LeBlanc. He is on the ice. Oh, watch your gaps. Nice by Bigris. Burns off the boards. Kamayev, clean retrieval off the boards. And I could pull up here inside the blue. That's kind of become my thing to get space against the AI. But I'm struggling to get any space working against this AI. Stromwall bowled over. Kamayev, I'm going to cut back a second time. Frick, I mean, it's just so damn hard to get anything generated, especially when we don't have our legs churning. They just weren't. I had the puck in the corner, but they just don't move their freaking legs. D to D. Severson, that's a tough play, and he's been stripped of it. Nice stick by Bertrand. Oh my God, they're going to go around the net. Up top, where are they going with it? I took Severson out of position. I was trying to shadow that play. Voivoda, that's your puck. Got it up to Bertrand at least. And I'll just dump this in on goal. Because we just can't have a mistake there with the line change. It's simple hockey now for us. Everything is, even if it's a simple dump in, it's just simplify your game. Hacker, turnover. Duchesne. Spin move. Oh, that was clean. In the D zone, very risky moves. We should have dumped this in because we don't have any speed. Oh my God, we still don't have any speed. Just had to force it into the zone. Oh my God, Kuzhwinski, what the hell was that? Get in there. Nice, trying to separate the puck from Bodker. Where's my defenseman? Bigris stepped up way too much. Duchesne's on the back check. Poked away from Bjorkstrand. I'm floating it. It'll go to the blue line. That's offside. My God. I talked about this before. Decisions have got to be super quick. It's just got to be like that. I don't know if my thumb snapping, my finger snapping came through the microphone, but it does. It has to be quick. That's why I floated that puck up before they went offside. I just wanted to get it into neutral territory. We could have a battle, a fight for that. So Tori Reinprecht, I'm going to drive the corner here like the arrow says. Okay, and, well, no one was even able to help or support that play. Never mind. The problem with Reinprecht is he's a slow skater. That doesn't help him out on that play at all. And he's going to get the puck again. All right, Reinprecht. Okay, he batted it to Bertrand, who I'm going to cut. Bertrand to the net. That's a penalty, and it will be. It took a little bit for that, and it's the same guy that went after Shanahan. That's right, Spike Shanahan. He went after Sid. He's been playing a very vicious game. It suits the name Spike appropriately. That's a tough. Was that a knee on knee? What is the penalty anyway for? Elbowing. That's a pretty dangerous hit there. But he hit Bertrand. It's a player that I can absorb an injury from. Here we go. Burns, Niederreiter, short side. There we go. We got three guys surrounding Oscar Dansk looking for those rebounds. One of them is number 87, Sidney Crosby. And you can see that the after the whistle stuff is kind of slowed down. Got to conserve that energy for the most important parts of this game. Okay. Oh, there it is. Ming off the one-timer. That was what I was looking for. We will lose possession. They'll clear. Okay, Sid. Oh, the pump fake. Jeez. And we're just losing time here because Sid just slowed himself down at neutral territory. I'm punching it wide. Cut back into my own play. There it is, but Baye's on it. I kind of thought I outsmarted the AI, and I outsmarted myself. Oh, you can see how the frustration is when you're just trying to play make and it's not going your way. That's a pass off the pad. Cleared, yes. Get a different unit on the ice, and I'm going to pump fake. I wonder if that pump fake would actually work and bait the AIs into a penalty on a breakout. Duchesne, Kuzhwinski's with you, but not really. Nope, I'm going to cut back. I'm going to double up on that. Double clutch by Matt Duchesne, and then it just spilled all over the ice by Murray. I thought that was going to be a delay of game, but it's going to help us out here on this breakout. We got to just go with some speed here. Pacioretty, inside out, sent along for Matt Duchesne, who spins, cuts. I think that was Murray that was on it. There's another big hit. Third time that Kuzhwinski's paid the price in this game, and unfortunately, I kind of overthought that power play. D. I see it on the way. What are they doing behind the play? They're pissing me off. Columbus is pissing me off. They've been playing really physical and really chippy and even to some extent dirty in this game. I mean, I guess you could definitely say, well, that's just playoff hockey, but it's pissing me off. Burns, you can't be slow on this play. It's freaking Hacker. He's playing on the first line as a 70-something overall player. I got baited out by Hacker on that. What is this guy doing? Move the puck, you absolute numbskull. Vovoda. You got help from Severson. We got to play it along the weak side boards. Are we staring at another overtime game? Reinprecht. He's around. Reinprecht shooting, but blocked. Nice play. Turn. Reinprecht got it on net. Oh, man. Reinprecht's still looking for... Does he even have a goal in the playoffs in his career? I don't know. This is an attack at 5:25. Sidney Crosby, get out there. I feel so bad for Ryan Kujawenski because there have been so many times where he has literally picked up a loose puck at the exact wrong time in the exact wrong place. And we've turned the shots on goal in our favor in this period, but we have not been hesitant to shoot it. Sid getting at Johansson. Get that puck free from him. Nice play at center ice. We got to jump on that. Good play. And Ben Messier onside and everything. I'm looking. Can we get it? Ronning. No deke was needed. Oh, but it was pretty. That was a neat deke. That gave him a clean shot lane. Ronning. That was your lane. That was your guy. That's all. Oh my God. Whose stick's broken? Pick it up, Ben Messier. You've been really impressive. Okay. You're not impressive, Ben Messier. Horrible turnover. Not impressive at all. Bank it out to center. Get on that. Okay, Kujawenski didn't want any part. He didn't want any part of touching that puck. Ryan Kujawenski said, no. I've seen what happens every time I touch the puck. That's yours. Oh, that was... Ben Messier made such a good play, and then he turned this over. He made such a good play, and then such a bad mistake. Brutal. But we didn't give up a goal. So this is a dump it in scenario. We didn't win it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't apply. Get on D. In the lanes. Icing. Skate Hedman. This is a big icing. And we'll get it. You can get off the ice and get a change. Yeah. You should put your first line. Gassed or not, I should put my first line out here. I agree with the coaching staff on that one. Oh, Sid's going to the net. Do it again. We got to do it again. You're pumped up to take an offensive zone faceoff. You got Sidney Crosby, the best in the world, to do it. He was going right for... Every time Sid wins the faceoff, he just goes right to the front of the net. He's looking for the deflection. We do it again. Okay, he saw that one. Oh, Damon Severson was so close to getting that. Ming, you got to back check. And then you got to get off the ice because we've been out here. This is a short shift for this first line. That's it. Oh, Sid just deked it away from himself. Shot low to the ice. Oh my God. Oh my God, what huge saves. No, he didn't. No, he was onside. Oh my goodness, what a hectic play. Man. What saves by Fucali? He just saved the game. We got caught out there with our first line a little bit. This is where you dump it in. Horizontal dump. Brent Burns, what the frick was that? Oh my God. Towie behind the net. Burns made up for his mistake. He recollected. I'm telling you, Ryan Kujawenski was looking like he was going to be the hero. He was offside ever so slightly by nibbly little bits on that last possession. I'm trying. They're just all over you, man. Defensively, this is the most the Jackets have been all over us. Do I throw it to center ice? No, control it. Ah! We just keep going a little bit offside. That's the hard part. I gotta control this. Third line. LeBlanc, this is big. Oh, their first line's out there, but they got Hacker on it. I trust you, LeBlanc. Yes, big win. Kamaevs is no problem with being onside here. Toe drag move. Cuts away from the pressure. Shooting, but blocked again. What else is new from... Jump on that. Jump down there. Pinch. Put pressure on. Good play by Severson. We're going to overtime. We're going to OT. Man, at least we ended that shift in the attacking zone. I felt like we were going to get the puck with Damon Severson. He had such a good pinch. I didn't see that. Oh, man. Was that Shanahan? What number does Shanahan wear? He has been doing some dirty shit in this game. Well, we got it to 27 shots to 21. We really fired it on in that period. What number is Spike Shanahan? He's not on the ice. He's not on the ice to start with. He ran into the goalie. He's been playing the villain role in this game, and he's done it really well, unfortunately. He's played that villain role. This is such a big overtime in this series. DDD, Hedman having a tough time. That's Sid dangling out of his mind, coming through out of the T-zone with the puck. Sidney Crosby, skate to stick, going around the net, still fending him off. Kick it, Ming, and you don't have a lot of time to kick it. So if you're going to kick it, you got to do that quickly. That might be it for that first line shift. Of course, we can't really we're making a change right now. The AI coach, the assistant coach was making a change for me. We're putting the second line on the ice now. So I'm going, they're changing. Why didn't we send it up there? Well, they had their defenseman on the ice. Niederreiter shooting, just maybe missed it. I don't know if that's a save or not. On the net, Burns. It's such a Brent Burns type play. He doesn't even think twice about shooting the puck in the real world. He just throws it from everywhere. So we should basically have the same approach. Oh my God, I got to that first. You know I did, game. And that one. At least they got out the center. Man, we played that tightly on D. Get there. Oh, the change. I think this is it's my third line with Stromwall. That is LeBlanc. Okay, dropped off. Stromwall, hammer. Off the blocker. LeBlanc whacks it back in. Puck kept alive for Malte Stromwall. Go over there. Stromwall finished the hit. Kept in front. That'll be a whistle. We can get my first line on the ice. If we do a D zone face-off, yes, but I can control my line change. Ronning. He's played the villain role for the Canadiens, and then LeBlanc comes in for extra on that hit. Shanahan, left wing. There 51. He wears 51. So if you wanted to know, there you go. Got that up the patch ready with good support. Windmill, cut back. Oh my God, it's too perfect. Paid a heavy price for that one-timer. Sukai Ming did. Oh my God, Hedman was there first. And no. Severson, what a nice deke. Okay. Up and over. That's not the up and over. Spin. Hedman, Ming, shoots. And we'll get a whistle. Second line, Matt Duchene. Your time. It's your time, Matt Duchene. These games are just so big right now. I don't want to see any more of Spike Shanahan. Their line had a good shift there. Look at these saves. Paddle down, VH save on the post. Cool and calm as a cucumber. Cucumber Larry. I don't know where I got that from. Duchene's drawn a penalty. It's a hook. This is a big... Okay, do I call my timeout or do I just put my second unit out there? I'm going to just put my entire second unit on the ice. I'm going to give Crosby a chance to rest. Duchene's like, come on. Where's the call? And it was there. It's my second power play unit. That's Duchene. Just drew the penalty. You got to reward Duchene for drawing the penalty in the first place. D. Ben Messier. Okay, a little too hot with that shot. They're conservative. There it is. Low to the paddle. Save. Cleared the full length. I think a stick broke, and he still got it all the way down the ice. Duchene's up there, but I'm just going to wait. I'm going to cut back inside the blue. Down the wall. Back door. Tied up with Ryan Kujawenski. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm cutting back again. Broken twig on the ice. Duchene. Ben Messier down low. Kujawenski side of the net. Kick it. I'm really trying. Cleared by Reichel. Now that's the second unit. Crosby, get out there. You get the last half of the power play. Too hard of a pass. Deflected. Cleared. Cleared by Shanahan. Into the bench off of Ronning. All right, I didn't know what happened. It's just a pressure situation. We are in the freaking pressure cooker right now. I don't know how Messier misses. You cannot miss the net on that opportunity. Clean shot lane. Neutral zone face-off for Crosby. And the first unit. Gifted a power play in overtime. There it is. No. Ronning feeding it back down low. Crosby's on it. Shoots. Shanahan's been taken care of by Ronning. Crosby turned away. Oh my God. Oh my God. Burns. Oh my God. And it's out. Oh, we're still. Oh my. Just everything just. I can't even say the words that come to my mind. Finish that hit, Ronning. I mean, Crosby probably micrometers from winning the game. Up and over Deke. Su Kai Ming pulled away by Breland. Oh my God. There's just nowhere to go with it. They're on us. Crosby. Deke's against no one off the boards. Crosby to the interior backhand is thwarted. Nino in a battle against Breland. Crosby's on the net. Crosby's on that. Intercepted. Kamaya punched Deke into space. Plays it off the high glass. Hedman was around it. This is crazy. Oh, Reichel's been tripped. Played away from Salaturo. Oh, no, there's the makeup call. There it is. There's the makeup call. There's a tripping. Man, this game doesn't make any damn sense right now. It doesn't. Damon Severson is one of my main penalty kill guys, isn't he? He's not on this penalty kill. Duchesne, you gotta win it. Duchesne. He does. Do we clear? I don't like what I see, so I'm clearing it. I didn't like what I saw there. And that'll be a face-off. Huge. We'll do this in the attacking zone. Should be Matt Duchesne again on the face-off at center. It is with Ryan Kuju Voodoo. Oh, Burns. Oh my goodness, Burns I'm telling you, he barely sailed that over. I like the aggression from Kujuwenski. That was really a nice play, but we didn't get there first. Salaturo, of course, out there on the power play. Get to that. Nope, I'm doubling back. Up there. Kujuwenski. Spin move. Trying to pass for Duchesne. Oh, Savard made a great play. Perhaps a game-saving play. Baye is just punished. Oh my God. Bjorkstrand wins it. They were just going to win the game right there. Salaturo had a hand in it. And we're in a must-win situation, it feels like it, going into game 4 on home ice. But we've been there before. Where have we seen that before? I feel like in some senses in this game, we kind of shot ourselves in our own foot in this game. We were not as aggressive in this game as I wanted to be. We had to deal with Spike Shanahan all night long. This was a battle, and Columbus, they really brought it. I'm calling it now. I'm going to make a call. This series is going to go 7. It's going to go 7. We need to be just a little bit better in some, and I can't get over that play. I mean, that should be a suspension. But, yeah, we just need to be more accurate when we shoot the puck on the net. We got to hit the net more often.